Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Mega Man Maverick Hunter X. Last time we made our way through 3 different Maverick Hunter stages here in Vile's hard mode run, and now we're ready to move on to another one of our said Maverick Hunter stages. This time around we're going to be taking on Flame Mammoth and his prototype weapons factory. And for defeating Armored Armadillo, we get ourselves a laundry list of different weapons: Zip Zapper, Egotistical Pill, Territorial Pal, Dead Star Hug, and Peace Out Roller. It's a lot of stuff. But we're mainly just going to be equipping Bang Away Bomb.
Flame Mammoth.
So thankfully with Chill Penguin being defeated, this area is frozen over, so no lava to worry about. But with Fire in the beginning, we're in the Maverick. Good double health. You always want to see the double health drops. Give me a little bit of that armor back, that's always preferred. I gotta ditch it here. Unfortunate. Is that right armor? Just peek. Give me the health here. Oh, not the health, the life. Get rid of this enemy so I can climb the wall and grab me a heart tank. And I'm gonna just take the top half to be safe, because there's a lot of enemies down below I don't want to be dealing with. See how much more bearable this playthrough got as soon as I got a couple upgrades to Vile? Not even just the weapons, I mean just the health and the armor from Storm Eagle. Or not Storm Eagle, Chill Penguin. To be fair, the leg upgrade from Storm Eagle is massive too. That's why you always want to go through those specific stages first. Very careful at this point, because we got a lot of health. So I'm trying to keep as much of it as possible going to the boss. Because if I can have more health for Flame Mammoth, the better. They changed Flame Mammoth's head a bit. Yeah, I noticed like a style change to some of these bosses between the original X and Maverick Hunter. I can see what you're talking about there, Sketchy, with the head being slightly bigger. Mainly with the ears. Thank you, Bang Away Bomb. Just wrecks this boss. I'm seeing one of the comments saying now it's more circular in X1, but the oval and ears are smaller in this. I haven't played X1 in a while, so it's hard to fully remember the differences. But I can see what you're talking about. Again, the ears stand out to me. Our next stage is Subterranean Base with Launch Octopus. And now for being Flame Mammoth, again, a laundry list of things. Some of it from the boss and some of it just for progression. 777, Golden Right, Fire Mirian, Sword Boutique, Wild Horse Kick, Dragon's Wrath, and Sea Dragon's Rage. Here specifically, we can only equip a handful of things, just like always. So I want to get Wild Horse Kick, and then I want the Fire Mirian here. Squidward. Launch Octopus working 9 to 5 like Squidward. Ah, the most relatable Maverick.
Launch Octopus.
Launch Squidward.
I'll show you how strong I am.
So I can't really use the leg upgrade underwater, but I can use it above ground. So it's only going to be useful in certain sections here of the stage, but trust me, having the Wild Horse Kick equipped here was not a mistake. It's actually a very useful thing for one specific part of the stage. I'm gonna take the intentional damage here, just push my way through. At this point, I can actually take intentional damage because we got enough health to do it. And also the health upgrade stuff with the armor. And Go Get It Right just wrecks the submarine. Just a handful of punches and it's already down. The fish, on the other hand, I wish I had something a little stronger. Still warps. There you go. Another sub down. Give me the health. Notice something missing here. No vortex. There it is. I was just a little too early for it. Gotta wait for it. So this is where having the flamethrower really helpful. Because it can just burn through the top of the ship very, very fast. And just gotta punch the serpent's head a couple times, and that'll do it. Well, now I'm a little more nervous. I don't know where it is. Yeah, okay, I'll take the intentional death on that one because sub-tank for that wouldn't have been a good idea. I have to fight the submarine again, but that's not the end of the world. It's a pretty fast fight. Realistically, it can give me more energy for my sub-tanks. But also I'm full of my sub-tanks, so what am I thinking? Could have gave me something else, like a life. Thankfully, after this stage, that's why I was thinking that, I'm getting a sub-tank. At this point, we're actually going to get 3 in a row. My first one is at Storm Eagle, and then my remaining 3 are back to back to back. Not the best routing if you want to have more sub-tanks, but it is actually a better way of playing the game if you just want to get through it faster. But also get a lot of the upgrades quick, too. Because the upgrades are even more valuable to me. Nice spikes.
I'm ready to give it a shot.
I just noticed that platform. Is that how you're supposed to get the heart tank here normally? I just always get it a different way. You'll see in a minute. Man, why am I having a hard time with this room? It's not the boss, it's the room. Because realistically speaking, these spikes, not great when you're falling with the camera, not panning to it. That was a little too close. Rocket Squilliam launched Squidward's old rival. Yeah, that would complete the family tree. Between the SpongeBob and then the references in this, I guess, being close enough. I kind of want to see like fan art of Launch Octopus now with Squidward. That'd be actually pretty sick. Someone's probably done it. I wouldn't be surprised. There you go. Okay, ride this out here. I don't want to fall in the spikes again, I say as I almost did. Oh, man. Hubris is a thing. Give me the heart tank. We're out of here. Now we just need the sub tank. So how you're supposed to get this is actually from platforms from that ship. So you're probably supposed to get that first. But what I like doing instead is just get on the very edge of this platform, jump, and then stagger your jumps over with your arm cannon, and you can just reach the sub-tank. Because realistically, I'm gonna have to destroy the ship to get down to where the heart tank is. So that's not gonna stay there forever. Which means that platform's kind of useless after a certain point to get to the sub-tank. Nice, got the quick kill. That's good. Unfortunately, no health drops. That's not good. I could just wait here for a minute, try to grind out health from the fish, but we do have one sub-tank filled, so we should be okay. So let's go fight Launch Octopus.
I'll show you how an artiste fights. Here it comes.
It really does help to know you can angle your arm cannon. I have to say that because when I first played this game, you might even notice in the Let's Play footage, I didn't know how to do this.
My explosion is
I didn't realize you could. It took until the weapon battles for me to realize you can angle your arm cannon. Makes these fights a lot easier. Well, the game doesn't really teach you how to play Vile per se. You have to wait for the intro movie to play for Vile's gameplay, and then you see it angle with each shot. It's like, oh, you can angle the arm cannon. That would help. Alright, so our next stage is here, the Fortress Tower of Boomerang Kuwanger. So, let's go ahead and jump in. And we got ourselves another laundry list of different things here. We got ourselves the Humorous Crush, Bonsai Beetle, Territorial Bullet, Spoiled Brat, and the Splash Hit. For this stage, we, again, can't equip like half of these because we don't have the power. So, I'm just going to be equipping... Which one was it here? Bonsai Beetle, there it is. The weapon names in this are very goofy, by the way. It's hard to remember what weapon does what by the name alone.
Boomerang Kuwanger. I'll show you how strong I am.
Alright, so the beginning of this stage, thankfully because we have ourselves very powerful weapons, I could just attack enemies with these from a distance, not to worry about it. So, immediately get rid of our first ball and chain enemy. Even the flamethrower can make some short work of these enemies too. Just like so. Careful, gonna hover around the bullets. That was very nerve-wracking. Take out our turtle. This room I'm just gonna run through. You're supposed to wait for these lasers to turn off, but honestly at this point, they don't do as much damage, so you could tank some of the hits, even in hard mode. A little bit of health back. Get rid of this thing first above me. That was all my health I just lost. Nice. Okay, now we're coming up to probably the most interesting upgrade in the whole game to get for Vile. So this room plays out normally up until a certain point. So we're gonna just be fighting enemies falling from the ceiling. This time instead of spike wheels, it's just flying drones, which I kind of actually think are easier to deal with than the wheel spike enemies. These guys don't attack you nearly as fast. They give you a little extra time to work with. And mind you, it's still gonna be a lot to deal with, especially because we don't have that much health right now. But this is the section where things get interesting, because now we got a platforming challenge, which not only skips the remaining set of stuff here, but this heart tank is at the very end. If you don't have that final platform to jump to get to the heart tank, you just can't get the heart tank. Also, I'm gonna just say something right now. Don't bother with this thing at all. This is just an extra life. The only way to get it is to use ride armor and fall all the way down here. It is not worth getting. It's the most out of the way, like, extra life in the entire run for Vile. This one is empty. I've tested these before, and yeah, don't bother. Learn from my past mistakes and just trying to get those things unlocked. I thought one of those was like a sub-tank or something on the first playthrough. No, it's just a stupid life. Because here's your ride armor. It's used to get this, which unfortunately we cannot get this said sub-tank right now, so we're gonna have to leave it. Because here's the stupid part. We're gonna have to come back into the stage immediately once we are done fighting Boomerang Kuwanger. Because we do need a boomerang to get that. It's the only way. So we will be playing this stage a second time just for one sub-tank. It's unfortunate, but that's just how things go. Kind of want a health drop here. That's lucrative. Something more than just like 2 pixels. If I don't get another one here in a minute, I'm gonna have to use probably a sub-tank for the boss. So I might just take an intentional death the Boomerang Kuwanger. I just want to at least get to the boss so we can have a checkpoint. All right, so we're fine on that. We got a checkpoint. So I'm probably going to just end up dying almost immediately here. I'll try to fight the boss normal, but realistically speaking, it would be good to have a health refill right now.
Let's get this party started.
Okay, keep it up. I like this fight. He just keeps on going back and forth. Yeah, let's go. Easy fight. He didn't use his boomerang once. I am shocked. So, thankfully now, because we just beat Boomerang Kuwanger, we got another laundry list of weapons, and I mean a list. Because for defeating this guy, we unlocked the Boomerang class of weapons. So, that gives us a lot. Lost Lamb, Fat Boy, Metal Crescent, Quick Homesick, Parasite Sword, Two-Headed Slash, and Marooned Tomahawk. My favorite out of all these is Fat Boy. Try to describe that weapon to your friends, it's a fun one. Alright, so I do need to now equip one of those. And I'm gonna equip the Quick Homesick here. And also, while we're here, let me equip something for the next fight. Let's see. For Sting Chameleon, that's our next one. Where is it? I need Distant Needler. So this should be my loadout now. Alright, so we're pretty much at the sub-tank now. So, at this point in time, we're actually at our end goal, which is great. I'm gonna leave that, actually, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this, and now we got our sub-tank, I'm gonna go for the extra life. This is the only time I think it would be worth doing. There you go. So jump out here, and extra life. I might as well grab that, because might as well when it's right there. Easy for the picking. So now, with all of the collectibles from Boomerang Kuwanger stage and the boss defeated, we can move on to Sting Chameleon. And since we equipped everything we needed, we're good to go, but just for reference, come in here with Distant Needler and the Quick Homesick.
Sting Chameleon.
So immediately when you start the stage, you may see something glowing in the tree. Use a boomerang. Free heart tank. And that's it. That's all the heart tanks in the game. So now we just need the last sub-tank, which is not that far into the stage. It's just a couple of walks in. Not down below where you actually get the heart tank and X's run. A little further. Fortunately, we gotta deal with ride armor here, and there's a lot of them. If I can have them both jump down the pit, that would be preferred, because I don't want to be fighting multiple ride armor men. Oh, this is kind of dumb. I'll use a little tank for this. Get out of here. I don't want to be dealing with these guys. All right, one of them's back, but I can use my flamethrower. Okay, there you go. Shoot up here. And there it is, the final sub-tank. Hi, buddy. Well, at least I got the final sub-tank. Now they're just doing a little bit of fist bump action.
Show you how strong I am.
Fist bumping each other until I guess they're tired. I don't know what that was about. But now we have ourselves the upgrades, and I can just beeline it to the end of the stage. And that's exactly what we're doing, which means anytime we find ride armor, we're done. I do believe up here is completely worthless. I'm just checking to see if there's like a life. Oh no, there's ride armor. That's right. It's been a couple months. Did not remember there's ride armor here. That could have made this section a little bit more bearable. That's also how you're supposed to get that sub-tank to begin with, too. So you're supposed to jump out of the ride armor, so it's a one and done. Thankfully, we can get ourselves some extra health here for our sub-tanks, which is perfect, especially now having a fourth. burn the med tool because it's in my way. He is made of leaves after all. His mistake for wearing a leaf helmet. Here for an extra life. And just beeline away through the sewage. And now, we're at the end of the stage. And since we have ourselves a boomerang equipped, we have the weakness for Sting Chameleon, so this will be a pretty simple fight. Very I was gonna say rhythmic. It's like, no. Very rhythm-based. Try to combine like 3 words into one. In the middle of that, it sounded like I had a stroke. So if I keep on hitting him almost immediately when he gets back on the ceiling, Sting Chameleon won't be able to do anything. Just a very back and forth fight. And that's it. That is our final Maverick defeated. And now with all 8 of the Mavericks defeated here in Vile's campaign, we're ready to head over to the Sigma stages. And we'll be making our way through our final set of stages here in Vile's hard mode playthrough in the next episode. Next time on Let's Play Mega Man Maverick Hunter X, we'll be finishing up Vile's hard mode here in Maverick Hunter X. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.